Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. Most of you know, or some of you don't, I got 4 kids. And this is an understatement. It is hard to keep a house clean with 4 kids. So every once in a while, when the living room looks like a tornado, I gotta go to my kids and say, can you help with this mess? And here's the response I normally get from the kids. Well, it's not my mess. I don't have to clean it up. And I say, I didn't ask if it was your mess. I asked you to help me clean it up. We have a conversation. Eventually the living room gets cleaned. It takes a while, half the time, but it gets cleaned. After thinking about this conversation with my kids, there's some spiritual aspects to this too. God had the same conversation with his son. God looked down upon the earth and said, hey Jesus, can you help me with this mess? And Jesus could have looked down upon the world and said, that's not my mess. I shouldn't have to clean it up. But he looked down upon the earth and said, sure, I'll clean it up. And he showed us and lived the life on earth to show us how to live a life of grace and truth. He even showed us how to sacrifice our own desires for others. So I could stop there in this video and say, yeah, Jesus Christ cleaned up your mess. It's great. But being a Christian, we need to go a step further. We need to behave like Christ. That's what being a Christian means, little Jesuses. We need to look upon the world as God did and see the mess that it is. And see people and their lives are a mess. God cleaned up our mess. We should be motivated to look upon people in the world and say, how can I clean up other people's messes? How can I help them? To wipe their slate clean, to clean up their lives so they can also eventually help others clean up their mess. So my challenge to you, look upon the world with God's eyes. See it for the mess it is. And think, how can I help clean up this mess? Because Jesus loved me enough to clean up my mess. Here's the challenge. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.